Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, No More. In this session, we are going to deal with the topic profit and loss. Profit and loss is a very important topic because in all the competitive exams, you will get a minimum of one question from this topic. And many people feel that this topic is very difficult. But at the end of my video, I'll surely make you feel that it's a very easy and an interesting topic. I've divided this topic into two parts. In part 1, we are going to deal with the basics in the profit and loss and 5 important formulas. And in part 2, we are going to see 10 important formulas. So, if you're thorough with all these 15 formulas, then I'm sure you can crack any question from this topic, profit and loss. Let's get started with the part 1. Before knowing what is profit and loss, you have to know two terms. They are what is a cost prices and what is a selling price. So cost price is the price for which you buy an article and selling price is the price for which you sell an article. Now we'll take two cases. The first case, I'm buying a notebook for 50 rupees. So the cost price will be 50 rupees and I'm selling the notebook for 100 rupees. So the selling price will be 100 rupees. Now, if you see in this, the cost price is less when compared to the selling price, or you can tell the selling price is more than the cost price. So in this case, we get a profit. So how to find the profit? So profit is selling price minus the cost price. So you'll get 100 minus 50. The profit is 50 rupees. Okay, so we'll take the second scenario. In the second scenario, I'm buying the same notebook. One more notebook I have. The cost price is 50 rupees and I'm selling it to another one person for 40 rupees. So the selling price is 40 rupees. Now if you observe here, the cost price is more when compared to the selling price. When the cost price is more than the selling price, we'll get a loss. So loss can be calculated by cost price minus the selling price. Now cost price is 50, selling price is 40, so the loss is 10 rupees. So profit, in the profit, the selling price will be more and in the loss, the cost price will be more. Now the third important formula which you have to know is how to calculate the profit percentage and a loss percentage. So profit percentage can be calculated by selling price minus the cost price divided by the cost price into 100. So using the above thing, we can get selling prices. In the first case, for the first case, we'll calculate the profit percentage. So 100 minus cost price is 50 divided by 50 into 100. So I think you can cancel this twice. So 100 minus 50 is 50. 50 into 2 is 100% profit we get. Now we have to calculate the loss percentage in the case of second scenario. So loss percentage is cost price minus selling price divided by cost price into 100. So here the cost price is 50 rupees and the selling price is 40 rupees divided by cost price is 50 into 100. So you can cancel this two times. So you'll get 50 minus 40 is 10. 10 into 2 is 20% loss. And here it is 100% profit. Okay. So here we have one more case also where they will give you the selling price, the profit percentage or the loss percentage and they will ask you to find the cost price. So we have a formula for that. Let's see. A person bought a pen for X rupees. So cost price is X. X denotes that we don't know the value of that item, value of that pen. We don't know the value of that pen. So cost price is X rupees and he sold it for 20 rupees. He sold it for 20 rupees. The selling price is 20 rupees. The cost price, we don't know the cost price. And they are telling the profit percentage. Profit percentage is 20%. The profit percentage is 20%. Now we have to calculate the cost price. So the formula is cost price equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 plus profit percentage. Profit percentage. Now we can substitute the value directly. What is the selling price? 20. So 20 into 100 divided by 100 plus profit percentage is 20. So we'll get 20 into 100 divided by 120. When you simplify it, you'll get the answer 16.6 rupees. So approximately you can take it as 17 rupees or 16 rupees 50 pice. Okay, now we have one more scenario where we don't know the cost price. We don't know the cost price of a notebook and the selling price is 20 rupees. Selling price is 20 rupees and they've given like the person had a loss of 20%. So loss percentage is 20%. Now what is the formula in case if loss is given? So cost price equal to selling price into 100 divided by 100 minus loss percentage. So we have selling price is 20 into 100 divided by 100 minus 20. So we'll get 20 into 100 divided by 80. So this will go 5 times, this will go 4 times, so this will go 5 times. So the answer is 25 rupees. So one thing if you have noted here, we'll know like when a profit is given, we have to add, and when the loss is given, we have to subtract. So from this, for example, if the cost price is given, if you are supposed to find the selling price, you can apply the same formula. For example, cost price is 20 rupees, selling price we don't know. Okay, so you can apply the same formula. How will you apply? So selling price, from this you can take selling price equal to, just cross multiply this, cost price into 100 plus profit percentage divided by 100. So now apply 20 divided by 100 into 100 plus 20. So we'll get 20 divided by 100 into 120. So this will go 5 times and this will go 24 times. So the selling price is 24 rupees. The same thing can be applied here. When the cross price they have given as 20 rupees, selling price we don't know, and loss percentage if they are asking, same formula. From this we can take. Okay, so selling price equal to cost price into 100 minus loss percentage divided by 100. So we'll get 20 divided by 100 into 100 minus 20. So we'll get 20 divided by 100 into 80. So this will go for 5 times and this will go 1 6. So rupees 16. Selling price is 16 rupees. So these are the basics that you are supposed to know, and we'll go to the important formulas now. The first formula is when a person sells same items, one at X percentage profit and other at X percentage loss, then it is a loss. The loss percentage is X squared by 100. Now this is the important formula. One person is selling the same item at X percentage profit and same percentage loss. So then he'll get a loss, and the loss percentage is X squared by 100. Now let's go to the problem. A shopkeeper sells 2 watches for rupees 308. One he gets 12% profit, on the other 12% loss. His profit or loss in the entire transaction is, now if you have observed, profit percentage and loss percentage both are same. And one thing I would like to tell you, this 12% profit is included in the selling price 308, and this 12% loss is included in the selling price 308. If you follow a normal procedure, it will take minimum 1 or 2 minutes. So with this formula, you can solve it within 10 seconds. So let's start. So the formula is loss percentage is equal to x square by 100. What is the value of x here? 12. So it is 12 square by 100, and the value, if you solve it, you will get it as 36 by 25, which is equal to 111 by 25%. So the loss percentage is 111 by 25%. The second formula is, if a trader uses false weight, then the profit percentage is error divided by true weight minus error into 100. So this situation we come across in our day-to-day life. For example, if you want to buy 1 kg sugar, okay, and the shopkeeper is telling this is 1 kg sugar, but actually you have only 900 grams of sugar. So 100 grams he is getting profit. So let's calculate the gain percentage. Now we'll go to the problem. A dishonest dealer sells his goods at cost price but uses a weight of 960 grams for a kg weight. Find his gain percentage. Now listen here. The true weight. What is the true weight according to this problem? The true weight is which he is supposed to give. True weight is kg. Kg means 1000 grams. Okay, kg they have given. Kg is 1000 grams. Okay, now we have to find the error. So error is true weight subtracted by the weight given. Weight given or the false weight. We can write it as false weight. False weight. Now what is the true weight? True weight is 1000 grams. So 1000 grams minus what is the weight given? 960 grams. So the error is 40 grams. Now we can substitute in this formula. So the profit percentage is error is 40 divided by true weight is 1000 minus error 40 into 100. So if you solve this, you will get 4.1 by 6 percentage. So the profit percentage is 4.1 by 6 percentage. This is the answer. The third formula, one person P is selling an item to person Q at a profit of R1 percentage, and this person Q is selling to another person S at a profit of R2 percentage. Then the cost price of S is equal to cost price of P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 plus R2 by 100. So R1 is the percentage of the product which is sold to person Q, and R2 is a percentage of the product which is sold to person S. So we'll go to the problem. The problem, A sells a bicycle to B at 20% profit. So let's write A sells a bicycle to B at 20% profit. Okay, and B sells to C at 25% profit. Okay, and C pays rupees 225. So the cost price of C is 225. Cost price of C is 225. Then the cost price of the bicycle of A is, now we have to find the cost price of this A. So we know the formula, we'll substitute it in the formula. So cost price of C equal to cost price which is bought by the first person into 1 plus R1 is 20%. So 20 by 100 into 1 plus R2 is 25. 25 divided by 100. Now substitute the value. Cost price of C is 225. 225 equal to cost price of A. We have to find it out. So this is X into 1 plus 1 by 5 into 1 plus 1 by 4. Okay. So 225 equal to X into 1 plus 1 by 5, you will get it as 1.2. 1 plus 1 by 4 will get it as 1.25. So 1.2 into 1.25, you just bring it down. 225 divided by 1.2 into 1.25. 1.25. So if you solve this, you will get it as 150 rupees. So that is the cost price of A is rupees 150. Now we can make a small change in it. For example, okay, if the sum goes like this, P sold it at a profit to Q at R1 profit and Q sold to S at R2 percentage loss. So when you have the term loss here, when you have the term loss here, then how will the formula change? Then cost price of S is equal to cost price of P into 1 plus R1 by 100 into 1 minus R2. Okay, already I have told you this. When you have a profit, then your plus sign should come. When you have loss, then the minus sign should come. So this way you can proceed. Now one more thing we'll see. When both are loss, so R1 loss and R2 loss, then how will the formula change? So cost price is equal to 1 minus R1 and 1 minus R2. So let me solve it using the third thing. When we have losses, both the losses, okay, both are losses, at that time how to solve, let me show you. So the cost price of S is already it's given here 225. So we don't know the cost price of A, we're keeping it as X, and 1 minus 20 by 100 into 1 minus 25 by 100. So when we solve it, we'll get 225 equal to X into 1 minus 1 by 5, we'll get it as 0.2 into 1 minus 0.25. So 225 divided by 1 minus 0.2 will become 0.8, and this will become 1 minus 0.25 will become 0.75. So when you just solve it, we'll get the value of X as rupees 375. So that is the cost price of A is equal to rupees 375. Very simple. Let me repeat it again. When we have profit, you have to put the plus sign. When we have a loss, we have to put it a minus sign. It can go for any number. Even if you have this C is selling to D, then at R3 percentage loss, then one more thing we can add here. 1 minus R3 by 100. You can just extend it to any number of person. So this is the fourth formula. If a person marks his item P percentage above cost price and gives discount of Q percentage, then profit or loss percentage equal to P minus Q minus PQ divided by 100. So now let's go to the problem. The problem is a tradesman marks his goods 30% above cost price. If he allows a discount of 6 by 4%, then his gain percentage is. Okay, so I'll show you the difference between the normal procedure and using the shortcut. Now example they have given, the tradesman marks his good 30% above cost price. So we don't know the cost price, so we'll keep cost price is equal to rupees 100. Okay, so he marks it 30% above. So marked price is 30% of 100 plus 100, which is the cost price. So 30% of 100 is 30 rupees. 30 rupees plus 100, which is 130 rupees. So the marked price is 130 rupees. Now see the second part. If he allows a discount of 6 by 4%, so discount equal to 130 rupees into 6 by 4%. So now if you solve this, you'll get the answer 8.125 rupees. Okay, so from this 130, he's giving a discount of 8 rupees 125 pice. Now what is the selling price? So selling price is equal to 130 minus 8.125. So you'll get the amount 121.875 rupees. So the cost price is 100 rupees and the selling price is 121.875 rupees. Now we'll find the gain. So what is the percentage of gain? Gain percentage, how will you find? Selling price minus cost price. So which is 121.875 minus 100 divided by cost price is 100 into 100. So this 100 will get cancelled. So when you subtract this, you will get it as 21.875 rupees. So the gain percentage will be 21.875 percentage. Okay, so this is the normal method. Now we'll go to the shortcut. See, he sells his item P percentage above. P percentage is 30 percentage. Gives a discount of Q percentage. Q percentage is 6 1 by 4 percentage. So directly we can find the gain percentage. So gain percent equal to, what is the value of P here? 30 minus Q is 6 1 by 4. You just convert it into fraction, you will get it as 25 divided by 4 minus PQ divided by 100. P is 30 into 25 by 4 into 100. So if you solve, you will get this thing as 30 minus 25 by 4 is 6.25, and when you solve this, you will get it as 4 times. So 30 divided by 16, you will get it as 1.875. So directly you will get, if you subtract this, you will get the answer as 21.875%, or you can write it as 21.7 by 8%. So the gain. See, it just took 20 seconds to complete, and it took nearly a minute to complete this. So I hope you understand this gain percentage. Now the fifth formula. If the cost price of P article is equal to the selling price of Q article, if the value of P is greater than Q, then the gain percentage is P minus Q divided by Q into 100. If the value of P is lesser than Q, then it's a loss, and the loss percentage is Q minus P divided by Q into 100. So we'll start the problem. The cost price of 19 article is equal to the selling price of 16 articles. So we have CP of 19 is equal to the SP of 16. So where you have CP, there only it's P. If you have SP, it's Q. So it is very clear that P is greater than Q. Okay, so if P is greater than Q, it's a gain. So we can directly go to the formula, which is P minus Q divided by Q. So we have 19 minus 6 divided by, so it's clearly given the CP of 19. CP of 19 equal to the SP of 16. So it is very clear that the value of P is greater than Q. See, value of P is 19 and Q is 16. So 19 is greater than 16. So we can go to this formula. So if the value of P is greater than Q, then we'll have a gain, and the gain percentage is given by P minus Q divided by Q into 100. Now substitute the value. Value of P is 19, Q is 16, down divided by 16 into 100. So we'll have the answer as 3 divided by 16 into 100. So when you solve it, you will get it as 18 3 by 4 percentage. 18 3 by 4 percentage gain. Okay, now we'll have one more problem. See, if the selling price of 15 articles is equal to the cost price of 40 articles, then the loss is. First try to write the cost price. So we have the cost price of 40 is equal to the selling price of 50. So it is very clear, this is the value of P, this is the value of Q. So P is lesser than Q. When P is lesser than Q, we have a loss. So the formula is Q minus P divided by Q. What is the value of Q? Q is 50 minus 40 divided by Q is 50 into 100. So we'll have 50 minus 40 is 10 divided by 50 into 100. So you can cancel it 2 times. So we'll have 20 percentage loss. And here it is 18 3 by 4 percentage profit. It's a very easy problem. So with this, the part 1 video is completed. In the part 1 video, we saw the basics and 5 important formulas. So we'll see the remaining 10 important formulas in the next part 2 video, and we'll upload the part 2 video very soon. So if you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.